How's it going, everybody? TURNABOUT here, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Let's get started. We're gonna do the first one, Ace Attorney. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Uh-oh, we have a drop of blood. Dang it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like it. So he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder case right off the bat like this. Or murder trial, sorry. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you need to defend it before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Here we go. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defendant is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your fault. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your... of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading, mom spaghetti. The test will consist of your few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Hopefully I can answer them quickly and concisely. Please state the defendant in this case. It is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name is. Phew, I knew this one. Glad I read this case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a total blank here. So am I. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim's... of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I can feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in a court record. Just press the tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim's name in this case? It's... Alright, Cindy Stone. There we go. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of the death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what happened, just what the object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition we have in court. Use the tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you in that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything, unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what did you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Wait and see what happens. Stop him from answering. Dang it, I don't know what to do. Wait and see what happens. Stop him from answering? My client has no idea what the victim was seeing under men, or had no idea. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. I did it. Nice. Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have atrocity and stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. Dang it. Let's can we... Man, I don't know what to do. I just don't want to get in trouble for stopping him from answering. Let's try this. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies the matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call this witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand. Frank saw it. Look at him all happy. Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Okay, here we go. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I saw he must be in a hurry because he left the door halfway open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I cried in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right in front of her. I'm sorry, right in front of her. Right in front of... I mean, what the heck? Right over there. Right in front of her, what the heck? I don't know who. Larry, why don't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Yes, you can. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function properly. Oh, that is true. You need a power brick for the little charger. That phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you're exposed to lies in your testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright, here we go. Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man feeling... I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the room halfway open. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Let's see, okay, went at the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I crowed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was... Okay. I think I got it. Autopsy. Okay, can I... You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawat, why were you certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? I see. That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, their whole story falls apart. Nice. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give their testimony again? Okay, here we go. Time of discovery. Let's go. You see? When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's what I thought. It was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of the tape program? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. I hope so. I hope I got this one. Okay, here we go. Let's see. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. That's why I thought I was terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Anything suspicious? Okay, let's try it. Let's see. Wait a minute. Noon 6 p.m. Noon to 6 p.m. Day of the crime. Let's try this one. Got it. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. How smart. You could have heard a television or a video, or you couldn't have. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawat? No, I found it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait. I remember now. Mr. Sawat? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of the finding of the body. Very well, Mr. Sawat. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, let's go. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Oh, okay. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Alright, here we go. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Okay, it's not a clock. They're good there. Murder weapon. Oh, okay. Murder weapon. That's not it. That's the trophy. It's a statue. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawat. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the statue, witness stated, this statue is clearly, it's indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it to the as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Because it doesn't look like a clock. It doesn't have a... You need... It's supposed to be like an analog or a digital clock. It has to have the numbers. It doesn't matter what kind of clock it looks like. It's supposed to have the time regardless. You can't just say a certain time. You have to know that it has to show a time regardless of all the numbers. Every number. So I say, yes, I have a problem with that. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock, because he knew the victim. Let's see, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do it better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burnt into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim of the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I saw... Jeez, why you threw it? Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock? Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's try sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have this clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. Yeah. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Dang it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claims. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lawyers are all slimes. Yeah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. No, not so fast, Mr. Sawyer. Mia! I mean, Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away like this. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't win. Try to think about the outside the box. Don't waste time downing the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Right. Can you think of a reason to why the clock would be so slow? Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let's have him. Well, Mr. Wright? You saw the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found the evidence to support your claims? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Yeah, tough words. Let's see if you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was 3 hours slow. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7. Passport. Is it passport? The evidence had just returned home from the victim had returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. And when it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her death in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawyer? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nice. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Mr. Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, Mr. Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Yay, we did it! Woohoo! Good job, everybody. And with that, this court is adjourned. Yay, we did it. We saved Larry. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawyer let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawyer grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh man. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh, crud. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. No, sorry. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she wasn't... Nah, never mind. She was a gold digger. Congratulations, Harry. It's Larry. It's Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this one, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was going to that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Okay, is it gonna be... Oops. There you go, Larry. Oof. Oh, the heck. Oops. It's okay, Nick. Don't worry about it, me. I'll forget about her soon enough. Hold on. Look, I'm gonna head home. Thanks, Sultan. I didn't mean to do that. Because it wasn't the right thing to show him. Oops, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know what I was trying to do, right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. How about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Alright. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. You can always pawn it, if you want to. Or sell it. I didn't know of it, though, but then it would be mean, right? I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be a center of another incident. Oh no. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright, we did it, everybody. We did the first case. Nice, we did the first episode. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Phoenix Wright. It would be... hold on. No, don't, save my progress. But first, turnabout. Or no, second turnabout. Let's save. Okay, turnabout sisters. Okay, there we go.